Come on, kid, keep going, you're almost there, are the encouraging words coming from a coach's mouth when he sees a star runner taking the lead in the first heat of the 800s. Take a moment and put yourself in the coach's shoes. Imagine seeing your star runner taking the lead in the first heat of the 800s. Imagine seeing your star runner having a blank face on and eyes only fixed on the prize. Imagine seeing your star runner making you so proud. Now, put yourself in the runner's shoes. Imagine you're in the lead of the 800. The finish line is almost there. Just imagine the immense joy you feel when you've crossed that finish line and bring home the trophy. Now that is something you want to feel every day. I know many of us play sports. We either play for a club or we play for school. But what is the true purpose of playing a sport? Is it to be fit? Is it for college applications? Or is it because we need to kill time in our 24-hour-long day? What is the true purpose of you playing a sport? Sports is defined as an activity involving physical exertion and skill in which an individual or team competes for entertainment. The key word in that definition is entertainment. Entertainment, passion, perseverance are all words that come to mind when you think of someone who loves to play sports. Now, I know we all play sports, and we tend to tell people that we do like them. But do we really? Playing sports is for the sole purpose of enjoyment and passion. And if you're wondering, do I like the sport that I play? This is something that I want to pursue in the future. Just think about this. Think about all the aspects that the sport has to offer, all the small things and the big things. For example, in soccer, do you enjoy when you have to go out and buy a brand new pair of fresh cleats? Or for basketball, do you find instant happiness when you set foot out on that court? If these small, trivial things about sports gets you excited and gets you motivated, then you thoroughly enjoy it. Do what you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. We hear that all the time, and we see it all the time. But is it true? The answer is yes. We know countless amounts of athletes who are recognized every day for their achievements and accomplishments in sports. They win Olympic gold medalists, they become Wimbledon champions, and World Cup winners. They carry on their passion and legacy for years and years to follow. But do you think they ever get tired of it? No. They never get tired of the one thing that brings them genuine happiness in this world. Now, I know we can name a few celebrities that are beyond accomplished. Michael Phelps won 23 gold Olympic medals. Serena Williams is one of the most dominant tennis players in history. And Usain Bolt is basically as fast as the speed of light. Now, all these three athletes, they play different sports, they pursue different careers, and have different family backgrounds. But the one thing they all have in common is their passion and love for sports. Now, I know it's hard to find out who you are in this world and where you belong. You might think, oh, these athletes have it easy. They're a prodigy. They knew what they wanted ever since they were little. Although this may be true, that doesn't mean you can't find out who you are in this world. I know a bunch of people who tend to struggle defining who they are. People always find it difficult when other people ask them, can you tell me a little about yourself? Because they themselves don't know how to characterize themselves in this world. I think teenagers have it the hardest as well. They have to keep up on academics, social life, schoolwork, and on top of that, finding out how they fit in this world is beyond difficult. Now, people in this world believe that there are two types of people. introverts and extroverts. Introverts are people who tend to be shy and who tend to enjoy time alone by themselves, which isn't a bad thing. But on the other hand, extroverts are people who are outgoing and approach any situation and always speak their mind. Now, raise your hand if you think you're an introvert. Raise your hand if you think you're an extrovert. Being an introvert and extrovert has its great advantages. But just because you think you're one or the other doesn't mean it totally defines you. Take Serena Williams, for example. She's a world-famous tennis star. She's always in the public's eye. People know almost everything about her. So you think she's an extrovert because she does all these interviews and photo shoots and has magazine articles written about her, but that's not the case. Serena Williams is a very shy person. She even said so herself. She said, tennis is her way to come out of her shell and express herself. We alone are responsible for creating a meaningful life in an unfair and absurd world. That is the motto of any existentialist philosopher. They always believe that the choices we make in life defines us, and they are strong believers in free will and liberty and individuality. And going off of individuality, it's important to know who we are in this world. It's important to know who we are because we can use it to stand out in a crowd. When we know who we know our strengths and weaknesses, and we know how to combat them. And when we know who we are, there's only room for improvement there. And that is how leaders arise. Leaders know who exactly they are. They know how to lead people and how to help them. And they know what helps people and what hurts people. And they know how much responsibility they can take on and they can't. Now, you're probably asking, how do I find out who I am? The answer is self-introspection. Self-introspection is basically taking a long, hard look in the mirror and scanning yourself top to bottom, figuring out who you are exactly. How else would you know how you'd react in different situations? Whether you're short-tempered or calm, or you're active or lazy, how else would you know who you are without self-introspection? And how do you think these athletes became as great as they are now? They know exactly who they are, both as a person and as an athlete. All these athletes, they know their exact endurance level and how much they can take. They know what workouts help and what hurt. And they know how much their body can take before they jeopardize their own athletic career. Now, we all know the basic benefits of sports, how it keeps us fit and healthy. But there are so many other links that sports have that we're unaware of. It improves sleep, social skills, personal skills like cooperation and leadership, and it's proven to show an increase in mental health. And when it increases in mental health, it essentially increases the confidence in one person. And when a confidence is increased in a person, they use sports as a tool to define themselves. They use sports as a way to identify their strength and how they belong in this crazy world. Now, going back to the runner and his coach in the beginning of the speech. He was on his last lap of the 800s and he was almost near the finish line. Now, that runner may be the next Usain Bolt, and he may even be running in the next Summer Olympics. He may even be an introvert, but that doesn't matter. Just because he's an introvert doesn't mean he didn't self-introspect himself. That runner knows who he is and how much he can take. And that runner knows who he wants to be in this world. And that runner knows where he's going to end up. And so should we. Thank you.